We've got a loaded college football slate this weekend with several ranked matchups, and it gets started Friday. Illinois heads to Nebraska in a Big Ten showdown. Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola became the first freshman since Marcus Mariota to complete 70% of his passes in his first 3 games. Game day will be in attendance in Norman for Tennessee at Oklahoma. The Volunteers have outscored their opponents by 178 points, the highest differential through 3 games in SEC history. And USC and Michigan face off for the first time since the 2007 Rose Bowl. Michigan begins life with a new quarterback, Alex Orji, and he'll get the start in place of Davis Warren, who threw 6 picks in 3 starts. Our QB and college football analyst Greg McElroy joins us now. Alex Orji's first test as a new starting QB is against USC at the Big House. What does Orji immediately provide to this Michigan offense?
Well, a little stability, and I think it's now going to be proof that this offense is getting away from a balanced attack. That's been the goal. I think that's why they went with Davis Warren out of fall camp, because they thought that Davis Warren, being the better passer, would be able to provide balance to this offense. The problem is their running backs haven't been nearly as effective as they probably anticipated. The offensive line has been very up and down, and Davis Warren's turned the football over. The guy's got 6 interceptions on the season, which is just not what you can do right now with Michigan's offense. You put in Alex Orji, he's the guy we thought would be the starting quarterback coming out of fall camp, and you basically concede that we're not going to be a passing attack. We're going to be a group that will keep you honest on occasion with Alex Orji's arm, but we've seen him throw 6 passes this season. 2 of the 6 have been way off the mark from an accuracy standpoint. So he's not super accurate, but he is super dynamic. So I anticipate them moving more towards a 65-35 run to pass kind of balance with what they're trying to become offensively.
Yeah, Orji did not have a single passing attempt last season. However, he did rush 26 times for 155 yards. We'll see if Orji can right the ship for Michigan. But, Greg, give me 3 other quarterbacks you'll have your eye on this weekend.
Well, there's a bunch. We'll actually start with who's playing opposite Alex Orji, and that's Miller Moss, who's off to a really nice start this season. Very big quarterback competition that he came out the victor, and he's been super accurate operating from within the pocket. They're utilizing that RPO game that made Lincoln Riley famous as an offensive coordinator and head coach at Oklahoma, and they're kind of getting back to playing on script, which is allowing Miller Moss to thrive with the talented wide receiver core. You got Jackson Arnold, who's facing one of the best pass rushes in the country, too, against Tennessee. This will be a huge challenge for him. The one thing that I was really encouraged by with what I saw with Jackson Arnold last week was a willingness to use his legs. I think that's where he's at. At this point of his development, he's still a young player, not a ton of starts under his belt. He's going against an elite pass rush of Tennessee. He's going to have to keep them honest with his legs and get the ball out quickly. Don't stand back there and waste a lot of time. And then Cade Klubnik. A couple weeks ago, Cade Klubnik bounced back in impressive fashion against Appalachian State, but the week before that was against Georgia, and it wasn't great. Some of the same things that were challenging for him last year were carried over into week 1 of this season. Then we watched him against App, and the guy could do no wrong. Can he now do that against quality competition? Because if you look at what he's playing against at NC State, they're a very aggressive group, and they're a group that for the last several years have really prided themselves on the defensive side of the ball. So if Cade Klubnik can play anything like he did against App State, Clemson's back certainly within contention of a college football playoff spot.
Yeah, 5 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns for Klubnik against App State just last week. Greg McElroy with the insight. Thanks so much.